watching lies beyond the stars. Those dazzling heights too fast to climb. I got so high to fall so far, but I found heaven as love swept low. My heart beating, my soul breathing. I found.
Good morning. It is around 10:30 right now. We're heading down the Parks Highway. The Parks Highway is about 325 miles. It connects Anchorage to Fairbanks. So we're going to take you on our journey, give you a little history lesson on the way, and show you the beauty of this great Alaska state. So we'll be looking forward to showing you this this great ride. And as you can see, crazy.
Minus 22.
So it's a little bit cold.
Just
so
a little.
let's go have fun.
Let's go.
The freedom gold can't buy. I bought the world and sold my heart. We traded heaven to have me again. My heart beating.
So we are in Inanna, Alaska. This was a town that exploded back in the 1920s when, or 1900s when the gold rush, Fairbanks. So this became a huge trading post, and because the Tanana River goes from here to the Yukon River. So a lot of trading happened in this town. And there's one of the bridges that connected that they built. In addition to that bridge, way off in the distance, I'll try to take a picture later on, is the Alaska Railroad Bridge. And at its time in 1923, when it was built, was the longest railroad truss bridge across the United States, and now is considered to be the third longest truss bridge. So it's a pretty cool history. Even President Harding came up here to drive in the last golden stake just north of that bridge to connect the Fairbanks and Anchorage Railroad. So pretty cool history. We'll take some pictures as we drive through. We are now entering the Denali National Park. This park, of course, holds Mount Denali, the highest peak in North America, and also is home to over 2 million acres of preserved land in our national park system. So it's a beautiful. We'll try to capture as many pictures and videos of this beautiful landscape, and also Denali Village, which is home to all the tourists when they come here to visit Denali National Park. So it's a cool an awesome place to visit.
I touched the sky when my knees hit the ground.
So we're 20 minutes out of Campbell at mile mark 190. And I'm so excited to be here because we are at the Igloo Hotel, which is supposedly haunted. I wanted to go in there and I wanted to check it out, but the snow is so deep and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. So that hotel got built in the 1970s. It's a 4-story hotel, but it never got opened because supposedly it's haunted. So I'm not sure if it's true, but we don't want to find out.
So we just passed Talkeetna, which is a very cool little town here in Alaska. If you're coming to Talkeetna summertime, there's a lot of flight seeing, rafting, all kinds of different adventures that you can do in Talkeetna. But the reason why Talkeetna was started was, of course, another trading post because of the railroad. They actually made Talkeetna the railroad headquarters back in 1919. Since then, it just grew into a junction city. That's where 3 rivers meet together and all dip into this old the Susitna River. And but it's a cool little town. It's a little fun. If you've never been there, it's definitely a stop to see. I'll visit Alaska, and it's about 15 miles from Parks Highway. So we just at least want to give it an honorable mention. That's a really cool town to visit in Alaska. So the next stop is Willow, Alaska. Willow began its community back in like 1897 when gold was found in Alaska, or not Alaska, but in Willow. In addition, in World War II, Willow also received a radar warning system to protect its assets. And with the gold and with the military in the area, Willow became a pretty thriving community. Which resulted in the Alaskans voting to try to have the capital become Willow and take away from Juneau, but that failed, and that's why Juneau is still the capital of Alaska. Now, Willow's home to many mushers, and the most important thing is the official starting point of the Iditarod dog sled races here located in Willow. Great little town.
So we made it to Wasilla. We're about an hour away from Anchorage, but we had to stop here because we always stop here to go to the Loose Moose Cafe, which is our favorite restaurant in whole Alaska so far. They have reindeer sausage, buffalo burgers, like, oh, it's just amazing. They used to be in Fairbanks, but I think last year or 1.5 years ago, they changed their location to Wasilla. So every time we come to Anchorage, we have to stop and we have to say hi and we have to eat one of those amazing burgers.
You spoke a word and life began. Told oceans where to start and where to end. You set in motion time and space, but still you come and you call to me by name. But still you come and you call to me by name. If you can hold the stars in place, you can hold my heart the same. Whenever I fall away, whenever I start to break. So here I am, lifting up my heart to the one who holds the stars.
So we finally made it to Anchorage, and just to give you a little short history, Anchorage didn't come due to minerals like most of the other towns, because everything else came due to the gold rush. But fortunately, Anchorage did not come because of gold rush. It actually built because of the railroad that was built up. The small port here was able to bring all the railroad material to start the railroad tracks. But then eventually, through the years, and the port from Seward and going all the way up to Fairbanks, this became a huge junction, which then including the airports. That's where it really exploded in population. Now Anchorage is our biggest city with about 200,000 to 300,000 people living in Anchorage. Also home to Anchorage is the second largest earthquake in the world, with a 9.2 earthquake that happened in 1959. So a lot of history, and tomorrow we get to go and enjoy the big city.
And Target.
And where are we going else? You don't know where you want to go?
Moose's Tooth.
Moose's Tooth, yep.
And swimming pool downstairs.
The swimming pool.
And Kohl's.
And Kohl's.
Best Buy.
Cabela's.
IHOP.
IHOP.
Best Pro Shop.
We got a lot to do this weekend, so hope you enjoy the ride.
Live Alaska, counting it all joy.